Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my project share for all of the pieces that I was able to create from the July bargain bead box. It was called Summer Nights. Now, pretty much everyone that I saw commenting on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere was pretty much giving crap to bargain bead box because of what, the quality and the, what was included in this box. I happen to, I didn't have any problem with it. I thought it was, it really made you have to be creative almost, because a lot of these items didn't necessarily go together, but it was fun trying to see what you could put together. And I feel like I was able to get a nice variety of pieces from this box. And from what I've seen of people's videos where they have shown off what they've created, there have been some really pretty pieces that have come out of the July bargain bead box. Now, I haven't started working with the August one yet, but that one is really, really gorgeous. I'm excited to get started on that. But right now, I'll go ahead and show real fast what I made with the July. The only thing that I have left, which I'm really amazed that I have just such little items left, I didn't touch the beading wire because it's 7-strand, and I do use 7-strand occasionally. So this will be nice just to tuck into my stash and just to use when I'm, in need of some silver beading wire. I did not use any, I don't think I did. I'll have to look on my projects and see if I used any of these not spacers, I'm sorry. They call them crimp tubes, and I think Deb Hauk, in one of her videos, she had said she tried to crimp one of these tubes because they're like 3mm, which is gigantic. And she said it just kind of smashed, it didn't really crimp. And so I don't remember if I've tried to use any of these as like spacers. I'll have to look on my projects as I show them, because I don't remember using any of these, but I'm not for sure. But I pretty much have the whole package left. These are some clamshells, or little covers that you put over knots, or you can hide crimps underneath them when you're finishing a project. I did not use any of these, but those will come in handy because I do use clamshells quite often. Now these I used a lot, and there's still a lot here. These are some steel spacer balls, and I love them. I like them because they have large holes, and when I use my 8mm elastic cord, or 0.8, I'm sorry, 0.8 millimeter elastic cord, the knots go inside of these beads really, really nicely because the holes are quite large. So that was a great bead to use on a bracelet here when I show it in a minute. And then there's some of these 4mm topaz and sapphire little faceted or crystal bicones, but they have a nice little shimmer and glisten to them. So those are what I have left over, and there is a good bit of each one. So that's what I have. Now I did have some more components left over when I finished actually working with the bargain bead bag, but I incorporated them into some projects for, I think I used some with my Soft Flex summer rain kit that I shared in a video, my pieces for that. And so I was able to use up a lot of some more of my pieces from this kit. Now this bracelet I've already shared. It was in the Maker Mashup video. Erica, who is Clover and Crown, and Terry, the Tapping Flamingo, they participated, or they did the Maker Mashup with each other in July. And each of them picked out 4 items from the bargain bead box for July, and that's what we used to create whatever we wanted to make from them. And so this bracelet here used the 6mm blue goldstone, I think is what it's called, and then these like shimmery pale blue shimmer beads. This little clasp here was one of the items, and the steel spacers. So I used those items in this bracelet. And these earrings, used the other items from that were picked out, and these rectangular beads here, and the little connectors, and the blue and yellow little bicones. So those earrings look like that, and those were, like I said, shared in the Maker Mashup video. I love these earrings. I love that addition. The first time I made these earrings at first without having that connector at the top, but I wanted to incorporate the connector because I hadn't used it on any of my projects yet, so I just added that to the top, and I really like how that worked out because the silver there kind of ties in with the silver throughout the earring. So there are those two projects, and here is just a fun little bracelet, stretchy bracelet made with the blue bicones and those little, I don't remember exactly what those are called. Like my mind, I know what they are, but my mind keeps forgetting. The steel blue shimmer is what they're called. And I love those beads. I think I ordered me some more when they became available. I have a humongous, for me anyways, a pretty good size haul from the Bead Box Bargains. But I need to go through my order really good because I'm thinking there might be like 2 things that I did not receive. So I've really got to go and pull up each item on the website to kind of double check what they are. But here's just a simple little stretch bracelet. I put the steel spacer balls at the end, and instead of having them right against those shimmer blue shimmer beads, I just put another the sapphire bead in between the steel spacer and the shimmer bead. And so that made a fun little bracelet. Okay, here's another little elastic bracelet that I made. I just took up the remainder, or I had some more of these 6mm gold, the blue goldstone beads, and used up some more of the topaz and these sapphire crystal bicones and some of the spacers, and just did this little pattern so that when it's, on your wrist, that you can see either that at the top or, you'll have the goldstone. So that's just a little dainty bracelet there. I just went ahead and made a ring because these beads are like the perfect size for making little rings out of. And I just did the little section up here in the center with 3 of the sapphire beads, 2 of the steel spacers, and then all the rest of the way around in the topaz. Cute little ring there. This one is another bracelet that I just used a magnetic clasp out of my stash and made this section here. Took the topaz beads, and I used some of my own bead caps, these very fancy bead caps that fit perfectly. I thought they caged the steel shimmer, pale steel blue shimmer, I cannot say that, pale steel blue shimmer beads perfectly. I love the look of those bead caps on the beads. And then used the one more of those rectangle beads, which those are actually called glazed porcelain rectangle beads in turquoise shimmer. And went around and just crimped it to a little bit of chain. And so this bracelet ends up being about, let me see how long it is. If I can get it to open up, it is about 7.5 inches long, which again, I never can get the length on bracelets. I suck at getting them exactly what size I want them. But if I was real picky about it, it kind of moves up and down on my wrist just a little bit, but I could always go in and remove a link or 2 from the chain if I really wanted it, because I like my bracelets to fit snug. But if I'm able to get into any craft fairs, Anytime, even like closer towards the holidays, I don't want a super, like most people don't like the size of bracelet that I like. So I want it to be just a little bit, you know, looser on me so that I know that it'll probably fit most people. Now these earrings here, I totally copied Terry, the Tapping Flamingo. She made these adorable earrings, and I never even thought about using those connectors this way, but they just stack on top of each other so perfectly. And so I thought, well, that's the cutest pair of earrings, and I still had plenty of these left at the time, and so I made a pair of earrings like that. So these can be called the Terry earrings. Totally copied her idea because it was a great pair of earrings that she came up with. So there is that. Now with those clasps that, well, there's one of them there that came in the bag. The other one is on one of these necklaces that I have to show. There were some little charms that could be used as like little dangles from the clasp. Now in the maker mashup, Terry had picked the toggle clasps, but she wanted them to be used without the charms. So when I saw Deb Hauk on, when I saw her on her channel's Dahlia Designs Jewelry More, and she had used those little charms as dangles on some earrings, so I stole that idea because I thought that was a really cute idea. So I put some dangles on the bottom of those pale steel blue shimmer beads. Again, I used some of those bead caps that I really like out of my stash, and 2 more of those connectors. So that is that pair of earrings. Okay, and the last 2 pieces that I made are necklaces. This one I used the large pendant that came in the kit. It is called, let me see if I can find it on here. It is a, okay, I'm not even seeing it on here now. 42 by 38 millimeter blue goldstone and pewter fancy round pendant. This is what it looks like. Very gorgeous. And so I took these little, I think they came with 4 in the July bag or kit. They are fancy scrolled oval beads. So I used both or all 4 of those on this piece. And I used the sort of faceted gold stone beads that came in here. They are, actually it's English cut is what it is. I think that was what it is. I'm getting all these mixed up. No, these are not the English cut. These are the, let me find them. There's like 3 different kinds of the blue gold stone. Okay, these are the 8 millimeter. Yeah, they're faceted. I was right. The 8 millimeter faceted blue gold stone. These little ones here are just the 6 millimeter little glazed, no, 6 millimeter blue gold stone round beads. I keep reading the wrong line on my page. So here I just made this little, I put the 2 of the oval beads together to kind of bookend this pendant into place. Use some more of the blue steel, pale steel blue shimmer, I cannot say that, with these bead caps that I absolutely love with those beads. And then just did a long line of those blue goldstone beads. Another one of these blue shimmer beads. Ended with the oval, and then added one more little connector link up there and added that to my chain. And then it just goes all the way down, and oh, it's catching onto my magnet there. Just used the clasp up here, and for my dangle I made a dangle out of one of those really gorgeous connectors with a little bead as a drop on there. So bumping the camera. So we have a necklace that looks like this. If I can lay that out on top of here, I think that turned out really, really pretty. Actually, I might move all this out of the way real quick so I can just lay this down. I love this necklace. I think it turned out really, really beautiful. I love that pendant. And so that is what that necklace looks like. Let me move that over now because I've got one more necklace. Used up the rest of the rectangle shimmer beads, and these use the 10mm English cut goldstone beads, and just made a nice little strand necklace here. Just a simple little beaded strand. Just made a little pattern that looked, you know, nice to me. And I used these two oval porcelain beads and then these little rectangular ones, because now some people got the red in these porcelain beads. I was glad that I did not get red because I did not think it went with anything. However, Terry Tapping Flamingo, I believe she got red, and she made a really gorgeous necklace, or I think it was a necklace with the red and these sapphire and topaz bicones, and it was really, really pretty. And so I was kind of glad, though, that I got the blue because I was able to make a little bit more, use it a little bit easier. I would have probably been lost with the red, but just took these English cut goldstones with the 6mm. There was quite a bit of those 6mm ones, so I just used the rest of them up. And there were some little tiny bead caps in the kit. These really pretty bead caps that fit perfectly on those English cut beads. And then I added I had a few of these pale steel blue shimmer beads left, so I used 1, 2, 3, 4. I had used 6 in this necklace. And so it's just a little simple little beaded necklace here with just a lobster clasp from my stash. So there it is. And that is everything that I made with the July box. I thought it turned out pretty well. For all the complaining that I saw everyone doing, I was pleased with the pieces that I was able to make. So I got these 2 necklaces, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 bracelets out of it. Let me move these up a little bit. And that magnet catches on everything. So there's 3 elastic, stretch bracelets, and 1 magnetic bracelet, and then the little ring. And then I was able to get these earrings, which I love. I think they're super cute. And the Terry earrings, the Terry Towers, Terry Tower. And then these cute little Debbie Dangles. So that is what I made with the July bargain bead box. Very happy with that, and I actually used up pretty much more than I have used in any other bead box, I believe, especially when I incorporated some of the remaining items into my Soft Flex kit. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope I didn't ramble too much, and I will be filming my regular finished pieces for July soon. I've been trying for the last 2 weeks to get all these done. It seems like something comes up every time, the very last second, when I'm planning on doing these. So that's why I'm later this month with getting these up. But I do want to share the pieces that I made just out of my own stash items that weren't part of a kit or something, or part of a challenge or something like that. So be on the lookout for that in the next couple days. Probably over the weekend I'll be able to get that done. But thank you so much everyone who stopped by and watched this video. I tried to keep it not so long, but as usual it got away from me. But I appreciate everyone watching and liking, subscribing, commenting. I really appreciate everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.